Emperor Kael'voth reclined on his crystalline throne aboard the flagship Dominion, watching the surrender ceremony unfold with smug satisfaction. 15 star systems have fallen in as many days. The combined fleets of a dozen species lay scattered across space like broken toys. And now, finally, the humans were coming to surrender. The transport shuttle docked with minimal fanfare. No escorts, no military honors, just a single, unassuming vessel carrying Earth's diplomatic envoy. It was almost insulting how easily they had capitulated. Ambassador Sarah Chun walked into the throne room with measured steps, her dark suit a stark contrast to the gaudy opulence surrounding her. She carried no ceremonial sword to lay down, no crown to offer in submission, just a simple leather briefcase and an expression of calm resignation. "Your Imperial Majesty," she said with a slight bow, "I come bearing Earth's formal surrender." The Emperor's courtiers tittered with laughter. Admiral Varex, whose fleet had personally crushed the human defense at Proxima, sneered openly. Such a proud species, reduced to sending a single woman to beg for mercy. Chun ignored the insult, stepping forward to place a document on the steps before the throne. "The terms are acceptable to Earth's government. We surrender unconditionally." Emperor Kael'voth barely glanced at the document. After 3 centuries of conquest, surrender documents all looked the same. How wonderfully civilized. And here I expected more resistance from humanity. "We know when we're beaten, Your Majesty." Chen's voice was steady, professional. "Though I do have one question, if you will permit it." The Emperor waved dismissively. "Ask your question, human. Consider it a gesture of magnanimity." Chen reached into her briefcase and withdrew a simple notepad, flipping through pages as if checking her notes. "Your empire operates." Admiral Kress set down his glass. "Show me." The main display activated, showing a tactical overview of the Sol system. At first, it looked empty except for the known human installations. Then the sensor array switched to deep spectrum analysis, and the room collectively gasped. Ships. Thousands upon thousands of ships, their energy signatures flickering like ghosts in the void. They surrounded every planet, every asteroid belt, every strategic choke point in human space. The fleet was so vast it defied comprehension. "Impossible," breathed the Vorthack representative. "We've been monitoring human space for months. Our intelligence showed a few hundred vessels at most." Harrison finally spoke, his voice maintaining that same pleasant tone. "Oh, those are just our civilian fleet. You said you wanted to meet with our peaceful representatives first." The temperature in the room seemed to drop several degrees. Peaceful representatives? Admiral Kress's 4 arms were reaching for weapons that protocol demanded he'd left behind. "Of course, the diplomatic corps handles first contact. Always has." Harrison's smile grew wider. "The fleet doesn't get involved unless they're needed." Ambassador Thelnara's tentacles curled in alarm. "How long have they been there?" "Since about 10 minutes after your ships first entered our solar system," Harrison replied cheerfully. "Standard procedure. We've found that negotiations go much more smoothly when everyone's comfortable." The phantom signatures were solidifying now, becoming more distinct as some unknown stealth technology was gradually disabled. The sheer scale became apparent. Not just ships, but mobile space stations, orbital weapons platforms, and vessels of designs that shouldn't exist according to Federation science. "This is impossible," Admiral Kress stammered. "Our sensors are the most advanced in the galaxy. How do we miss this?" The displays shifted, showing massive fleets emerging from hyperspace around Imperial installations throughout the galaxy. Ships bearing the flags of dozens of species thought long conquered were moving in perfect coordination. Chun leaned closer to the throne, her voice dropping to barely a whisper that somehow carried to every corner of the room. "The only rule that matters, Your Majesty, is that there's always someone smarter than you." As alarms began blaring throughout the flagship and reports of coordinated uprisings flooded the communication channels, Chen straightened her jacket and walked calmly toward the exit. "Oh, and Emperor?" she called back without turning. "That surrender document? It wasn't ours. It was yours. You just signed it by accepting our terms." The sound